Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today we begin a new series in which we'll drive US Highway 11 from its southern terminus in New Orleans, Louisiana to Chattanooga, Tennessee. US 11 currently begins at US Highway 90 in eastern New Orleans at what was once known as Powers Junction, the name of a service station that once stood at the intersection. Over the years, the route of US 11 has been changed, originally terminating in Nicholson, Mississippi, and then after several changes to the route extended to the corner of Broad and Canal in Mid-City, New Orleans, concurrent with US 90. Around 1950, US 11 was truncated to its current terminus as it wasn't deemed necessary for US 90 to carry the additional US highway number. We're traveling along the south shore of Lake Pontchartrain through Irish Bayou on what the maps call Ridgeway Boulevard, but is known to most New Orleanians simply as Highway 11. The community of Irish Bayou consists mainly of fishing and hunting camps and has few permanent residents. Ahead on the left, you may catch a glimpse of Fisherman's Castle, a well-known landmark built in 1981, visible to motorists on I-10 East heading towards Lake Pontchartrain. Here we cross I-10 at an elongated partial cloverleaf interchange as we approach Lake Pontchartrain. We'll be crossing the lake on the Highway 11 bridge, originally called the Watson-Williams Bridge or the 5 Mile Bridge, and currently the Robert S. Maestri Bridge. Completed in 1928, 95 years ago as of the publication of this video, the 4.78-mile bridge was the longest concrete bridge in the world for a time. This was the first permanent crossing of Lake Pontchartrain. The bridge was originally privately owned and tolled at $1.25 per motor vehicle plus 10 cents per passenger, a large sum of money for that time period. Governor Huey P. Long was opposed to toll bridges and made an offer for the state to purchase the bridge, but the offer was rejected. So Long had 2 toll-free bridges constructed to the east across Chef Pass in the Wrigley's, which would become the new route of US 90. This free alternative put the Watson-Williams Bridge into financial ruin, and they sold the bridge to the state for $940,000. The bridge was renamed for Robert Maestri, then mayor of New Orleans, and US 11 was routed onto the bridge in 1941. In 2005, the nearby I-10 twin spans were heavily damaged and unusable after Hurricane Katrina, but the sturdy, then 77-year-old Highway 11 bridge was mostly undamaged and became the only route east out of New Orleans until the twin spans could be repaired. The bridge was closed from January of 2019 to April of 2022 for a major refurbishment and replacement of the bascule drawbridges. As we land on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain in St. Tammany Parish, we enter the unincorporated community of Eden Isles, named for the residential subdivision to the right that is built on a system of canals that connect to the lake. Each home backs up to water, allowing for piers and boat docks with access to the lake. Eden Isles had a population of 7,782 as of the 2020 census. US 11 is locally named Pontchartrain Drive here. We enter the city of Slidell with a population of 28,781 as of the 2020 census. Here, US 11 widens to a boulevard through a commercial corridor, retaining the name of Pontchartrain Drive. At the first traffic light is Spartan Drive, and a block to the right is Salmon High School, home of the mighty Spartans. The town was named in honor of American politician and Confederate ambassador to France, John Slidell, and officially chartered by the Louisiana State Legislature in 1888. With the advent of the U.S. space program in the 1960s, NASA opened Michoud Assembly Facility in New Orleans, the John C. Stennis Space Center in nearby Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, and a NASA Computer Center on Gauze Boulevard in Slidell. This nearly tripled Slidell's population over 10 years, and the city became a major suburb of New Orleans. The National Weather Service Forecast Office for the New Orleans and Baton Rouge area is also in Slidell. Here, US 11 curves to the left, and we pick up a concurrency with Louisiana Highway 433, functioning as an extension of Old Spanish Trail. Ahead, Pontchartrain Drive becomes Bayou Liberty Road, and US 11 turns right onto Front Street, ending the LA 433 concurrency. We'll be running alongside the Norfolk Southern Railroad tracks, which also carry Amtrak's Crescent, which runs daily between New Orleans and New York City via Atlanta and Washington, D.C. Here we begin a concurrency with US Highway 190 business, and on the left you can see Slidell's passenger train station. While the station is still served by Amtrak's Crescent, the station is no longer staffed by Amtrak employees and was donated to the city by Norfolk Southern in 1996. It currently houses an art gallery, the Slidell Cultural Center, and an American-style hamburger restaurant called Times Grill. At the intersection ahead, we cross Gause Boulevard into US Highway 190. Here, US 190 business comes to an end. Gause Boulevard is Slidell's east-west Main Street and is named for an early settler to the area who operated a lumber yard right here by the railroad tracks and lived in a log cabin several miles to the east at the far end of Gause Boulevard. Now US 11 narrows to 2 lanes and crosses the railroad tracks on a narrow viaduct constructed in 1937. We cross under Interstate 12 here as we approach the Slidell city limits, and this is where we'll conclude today's video. Thanks for watching. We've enabled channel memberships, so for just $1 a month you can help support our channel and receive special perks. Click the link in the description to join. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, post a comment, subscribe, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.